Let's talk about planning your social media like a boss. Yes. Are you ready? Let's go. Yay! Right? Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through an actual live demo because you know what? Sometimes you just need to see how it's done. And the other thing is be sure to get on my email list so that way you don't miss out on the upcoming Black Friday promo. Yes, Black Friday promo of the all in one automation platform that I'm demoing tonight so that this way you can do a couple things. If you already own a business, this is going to make your life easier. And if you want to start a business, well, I hope this launches the ideas for you to do just that. So let's talk a moment about planning your social media. Man, for some of you, I know that it must just feel like a chore. And like if somebody could just make it fun, yeah, that would be easier. So when it comes to using the all in one platform that I have, I'm just going to walk you through this so that this way, you might see how it is that I'm doing it. And I do make a lot of content. If you haven't noticed, this is one of the tools that I actually use. So you right now you're inside a live account. And so what we first of all is we have the planner. You can actually see, I'm going to drop this down and then I'll blow it up. So, and also what I'm doing while I'm doing my live demo is ensuring that if you see this on mobile, you're not missing out. So, and if you're on desktop, obviously you get the wide view. So bear with me as I try to keep everybody happy. So I'm going to slide this over. Now you're going to see that these are actually my accounts. Like I said, this is a live account and I have I have a lot of accounts. Now, what's really cool about this is if you happen to be a solopreneur and you need to really manage your time and maximize your time, you are definitely going to want to use a planner just like I do. So I'm going to go from left to right, maybe zigzag with your permission, but here we go. So first of all, you have all the different accounts. You can link multiple accounts. You can actually right here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to zoom in again. So you can actually create a group. Let me zoom back out. Okay, hold on. I was in the wrong window. So this way you know it's live. Okay, so you can create a group. So then with a group, what you can do is I'm going to name this demo for the sake of the demo. Then you can actually check a couple of the different accounts or multiple if you want. But for the sake of this demo, I'm going to create it. Oh, let me spell demo, right? Demo. Demo. Okay, there you go. I think we need to have a sound effect for that one. How about you? Woo! All right. So we're going to hit create. And now what's nice is that if you want to separate and save time for efficiency, you've already created a group. All right. So then next, we're going to go to content. So in this particular section, you can see that you have the ability to work with a CSV form, a bulk template. So if you have a bunch of a social media content posts that you need to pull up from, like, say, a spreadsheet, you can do that. The other cool thing that you can do is that there's also the functionality of reoccurring posts, because let's face it, when people scroll and they scroll, look at that, there's nothing there. Okay, but I'm doing that for theatrics. When people keep scrolling, they might not scroll to affinity. So at some point, say possibly like 90 days out, you actually can save time by repurposing some of your content. There's also a review widget, there's an RSSV, and then the best thing that I absolutely love about sharing this with you, which is amazing. This in itself is worth getting this particular platform because are you ready? A template library. How about that? And I'm going to demo how it is and what that actually looks like. But imagine not having to make some of the content before you post it. And imagine, and okay, so let me go right over there right now. So this is what this looks like. And I'm going to go over here. Okay, so what you would do when you're inside this, when you have your own account, and be sure, do not miss getting on my email account so that you can take advantage of the Black Friday promo that you'll get perks through me when you wind up becoming affiliated with my business, whether it be my agency or my affiliate venture and my love of, are you ready? HighLevel. Okay, so there it is. But don't go buying it quite yet. You want to hang out until next week when it's Black Friday, because I'm going to be offering more of this live office hours for those of you that actually activate an account. So that's the catch. You have to become a live active affiliate with me, and then I will provide some live office hours in a group setting so that we can all come together as a community, brainstorm, and if you have some troubleshooting questions during the time frame that I'm offering live hours, I'll be able to help you. With that said, when you do wind up getting your own account, then you will have 24/7 support with HighLevel themselves. All right, so moving on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new post. But this is where I wanted to show you the social planner templates are amazing. Okay, so I'm going to back up here a little bit. Okay, and so let's see. How about we go to, well, just even, you can even see with me scrolling that, just some of the templates, and they just keep going. All right. And they're continually they are, HighLevel is continually adding to the different businesses. And if so I'm going to list off some of the businesses that there's already templates for. There's automotive, right? There's beauty and fashion, right? And let me I'll click on these individually so they pop up as I'm sharing those with you. All right. So say right here, there you go. Say, for example, you have an eyelash extension salon, or you have a med spa or a hair salon that offers this type of service. It's just so much easier when you have the content already made. All right. So then some of the other genres that are already built out. How about business coaching? Are you a business coach? Are you a consultant and you need content? How about a creative? Because I love working with creatives. I had somebody once tell me, you know what, Anne-Marie, I don't want to work with creatives. They're too dramatic. But like, if you're going to use your imagination, you have to like really use your imagination. Life without a little bit of excitement would be boring, wouldn't it? It would be so boring. Ugh. Okay, now moving on. Are you in the financial space? You know, maybe you were an accountant. We got to keep those numbers straight, right? Everybody needs a good accountant. And wellness and beauty. How about, pardon me, health and wellness. Okay, maybe you want to train. Maybe you want to train like a champion. So maybe you want to become an agency that does social media. And any one of these, I'm just going to keep going through these as I talk. Any one of these, you could pick just one of these, say home services, and you could be the marketing agency for the home service industry. Or maybe you are the home service and you need to improve and up your social media game. Are you in the insurance field? How about legal? Everybody needs a lawyer, right? Yeah, ring that bell. How about logistics? How about marketing agencies? All right, on this one, I'm going to stop and I'm actually going to choose a template and then I'm going to demo how easy it is to schedule. Let's see, let's pick one. How about here? This one looks good. Let's look at the preview on this one. Okay, boost your productivity. Your data is secured with our system. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. So the next thing you do is you hit the button to add the template. The template's going to be imported. We'll just wait for that for a moment. It's finalizing. And I have to tell you, you have got to get on my email list. Because here's the truth. Here's the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I have been in business for myself since 1999. I automated my salon in 2001. And then what that did is that, like, I have 33 years in my hair industry, but in 2001 was a turning point because that is when I automated my salon, was the beginning of where I'm at now. I still have the salon, but I learned all the skills behind the scenes for a marketing automation agency service so that, like, I can really show you, if you are a wannabe agency, how to set up a business. Okay? Because it's like this. When the core principles of, like, say, let's talk about gravity. You throw an apple up in the air, what's going to happen? When you throw anything up in the air and there's gravity, it's going to come back down. So just because I may have had 30 something years in the hair space, it took a lot of chops to be able to have a business, and I'm still open. And I opened mine in 1999 before you needed to do any of this stuff. All right. Okay. So now let's go back to actually selecting the socials. So I imported the template. This, you'll see that the status is in review. So that's the other thing with this particular platform, is if you have a business, you're working with a team, you can import whatever collaterals that you need. And then if you need to delegate the certain tasks for approval, you can do that as well. So this tool is designed for businesses to help you with your visibility, so that if you are maybe a solopreneur, a business, and you want to be able to take care of some of the stuff yourself, you can. And again, if you want to become a like a marketing agency, I'm not going to say what size. Maybe you want to be a freelancer. Maybe you want to be mid-sized. Maybe you want to, like, blow up, and maybe you want to get 1,000 accounts. Knock yourself out. Because what's really cool about having an account when you're affiliated with me is that you're going to get a little bit of extra attention with my 33 years of experience, because I'm going to have my own, say, affiliate club VIP hours. I'm still in the works of figuring out the dynamics of that. But for Black Friday, and those of you that do use my link, I am going to be putting together live Zoom hours for brainstorming, ideation. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get emails from, say, HighLevel, and they're like, my affiliate manager, he's so cool, because, like, I have mentors in my life, and basically that's what I want to be with through my content, is like an extension to be some sort of an online mentor of just sparking an idea and being able to give you the being able to point you in the damn direction. Oops, did I curse? Yeah, maybe I did, right? Of the tools that I'm using. Because let me tell you something, and lean in. There's plenty of people using this platform that are only selling it, but they don't know how to use it. And I do. All right. So let's go back to this. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to select the socials. So then I'm going to select the account that I want this to post. And then what's really cool is that after this demo, well, actually, even on the demo, hopefully, if everything loads properly, and I'm not talking about the system, I'm talking about Facebook, but you're going to see that the how I scheduled them and then how they wind up going live. And it didn't take 3 months to publish a post, because let me tell you something. If you're still doing it, if you're still doing your posts, yeah, look at that, huh? Selfless plug, right? Oh, yeah. And that's another thing. I'm certified by the company. So I own a business. I use this stuff. I'm certified by the company. Anyways, let me get back to this because I get so amped up. So as I was saying, if you're still scheduling your social media posts one post at a time, ah, you might as well, put a cord on your phone. Like, I mean, and some of you don't even know what a corded phone is, but some of you do. Don't tie yourself to this. Try to, with the stuff and the tools and the know-how and the automation that's right at the fingertips with what it is that I have for with this platform, I can free up your time because there's even AI baked in here, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You literally can type in, as if you and I were having a conversation, a description of maybe what you want some of your stuff to say, and it's not to replace your skills. It's to amplify what it is you do. All right. So in this scenario, I am going to click that particular Facebook page. Actually, I'll click that one too because I haven't posted to that one in a little while. And let me see if I have my other one here. And this one. All right. So now I have 3 of my actual live accounts. And then I'm going to pick what days that I want these to post. So let's say we're going to do, actually, let's do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then how many posts do we want to post, right? How about we're going to do 2 posts, and yeah, that looks good. Actually, let's make it early morning. Because aren't you guilty? Are you guilty? Are you guilty of just grabbing your phone mindlessly as soon as the alarm goes up? Uh, I've been trying to charge my phone downstairs. All right. All right. So let's do, say, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to, actually, let's do, see, 9, 10, 11 to 11 p.m. All right. So then we'll schedule the posts. All right. Now those posts are pending. The other thing that's really works out that I find is extremely motivational is this. What kind of learner are you? Do you like to watch? Do you like to have hands-on? Or are you auditory? Because those are the 3 kind of learning styles that there are. And maybe you learned something right there. Okay, so now we have those. Those are pending, and they're going to be updated on. Let's see, what's today? 20. Okay, so today's the 21st. There's the 21st. So then, and it will be 5/27, 5/26. Okay, so it should be going out at any moment. All right. So while that's posting, that's the template library, and then here's the approval center. But obviously, there's no post to approve because you know we just want them to go live during the demo. And then the other cool thing is this: there's a category queue, and you can set up categories. This is a newer account, so I haven't done that. So let's do that together right now. So then what we can do is select a category, And actually, I did make a couple of them. All right, so there's motivational and engaging. So let's pick that. Let's enable that for future posts and then prioritize the new content. So we'll hit continue. Now, when do you want motivational posts? Me? I'm going to want them every morning. But, that might be overkill for your audience. So let's do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then how about when I happen to be an early riser? So let's do 7 a.m. And then the other thing you can do is you can uh, click this icon and look at this. Ready? Copy to all. Wow, that's a time saver. All right, and then we can queue the posts, and then those are scheduled. All right, but the first thing we need to do is we're going to need to pick one of the accounts. So we'll pick this one. All right, and let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll move this over. This way, if you're on mobile, you won't miss anything. Now, how about this? All right, there's AI, as I was saying, baked in. And so we'll use that. And then we go over here. And then there's generate with AI. And then there's edit with ask AI. So let's do an example of generate with AI. Now, what's really, really cool about the AI that's baked into this is this. I'm not going to go into that section of the platform right now because I want to stay focused. But you can create what's called a knowledge base. And basically, let's just call it like a digital brain. So what so if you have a website and you have resources and you want your AI to really sound like you, like with your personality, your tone, then what you can do if we were in that section is you'd click on one of the buttons and then you would instruct that it's building a bot. It's actually building a bot, but it's building the knowledge base so that the AI is smart enough so that it sounds like you. So what I did, I happen to be kind of snarky. I'm just going to wrap myself out. I'm very direct. I'm very blunt. I'm sarcastic. I'm very informative. I am compassionate, but I just right here, right where it says, look at this. All right. Amory Walts official. And it says about this bold, unapologetic, motivational, and authentic. So, so your tone of voice, when it comes to a brand voice, is going to really be reflected in your uh, from your websites and whatever URL, domain, or website that you actually, what happens is that you put the website into the settings and then the AI, say it's a bot, crawls it and then it winds up being able to pull in what your digital personality is so that this way when you make posts and you leverage the AI and you're leveraging AI to save time because maybe you have not had yet your cup of coffee yet in the morning, you know? And so why not use AI to be able to help you with that? Okay. And the other thing you can do is you can also preview your brand voice. And then the platform, and let me scroll back out a little bit. All right, so I have my functionality. And then you're going to see that this particular platform, it has the capabilities for English, Spanish, Danish, German, Finnish, and French Canadian. All right. And then if you have not yet built out your brand voice, then you have these choices, which are professional, friendly, persuasive, casual, formal, enthusiastic. And then here's this. How about this? How many times have you tried to get engagement or wanted to spark up a conversation on social media? Because here's the thing, social media is meant to be fill in the blank social. Wow, right? It's supposed to be social. but it can be kind of mentally taxing if you don't enjoy doing content. I know plenty of business owners that are like, oh, I don't do content. I know I should do content. I don't have time to do content. I'm strictly word of mouth. Guess what? Social media is digital. It's digital word of mouth, because social media, when somebody recommends a service or your services, they're not just recommending it to just one person. Everybody sees it. So I hope if you're a business owner, that really strikes a chord with you. And you know what? Find somebody to do your social media, or get on my email list and get access to the Black Friday promotion, because this platform is amazing and it's a really, really good promotion. And if you are a business owner, I don't even already need to tell you, but it's getting close to the end of the year. So it's always good to spend a little money on something that you can expense out. And I'm sure your accountant wouldn't mind that idea. All right. So now back to this. What is the key message for the Facebook post? I'm going to put, let's create an engaging post that is both informational and inspirational. That's really asking for a lot, right? Okay, and a goal for the post. Now I'm going to do a selfless plug. Are you ready? Goal for the post. Please help my viewers and followers to want to sign up to my email list at https and Marie Walts official.com/subscribe. Okay, subscribe, because I have some fun bonuses coming up with the with Black Friday coming up, with the I'm gonna put huge high level promo, and my viewers only, hold on, gonna expand this, get my bonuses when they use my affiliate link. Then I will run some limited time Zoom invite only office hours. Okay. All right. So then, let's see. And then there's additional options. Okay. Call to action, follow, learn, brand voice. Those are checked. Additional instructions for Facebook post. Let me see. Let me just make sure that I copy this link right here, right there. And do know that when you do sign up on my email list, I do not believe in spam whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. Uh, I want you to enjoy doing business with me, and because there's nothing more annoying than being annoyed by somebody that doesn't respect boundaries. All right. Okay, so now for number of variations, let's see what it does. And here we go. Okay. And I have to tell you, given that I have 24 years of experience stacking software, man, I have spent a whole boatload of time using a whole bunch of different products, spent a ton of different money, a lot of money over the course of 2.5 decades. And I'm really, 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 really happy finding this platform. I've been using it for now a solid 3 years. I'm certified by the company. I use it in my business. I'm also one of the affiliates, and so those are three different ways in itself that you could wind up using it as well. All right, so let me see if I'm able to see if I can pan out so that you get the whole thing if you are on mobile, because I don't want you to miss out. Okay, good. All right. And then there you go. All right. All right, so if you are on mobile, this is what we have out of that. Okay, let's create an engaging post that's both informational and inspirational. So that would be the AI prompt and the goal. We already read that out loud. Okay, so here's one of the variations. Okay, tired of watching those instant millionaire stories while you're clocking in day after day? Let's get real. There's no fairy dust. Oh, that deserves something. How about that? Yeah, there's no fairy dust for building a debt-free automated business. What you need is the right tech, proven game plans, and honestly, a bit more action and a lot less waiting around. So, yeah, that's my brand voice. Okay, if you want to be successful, nobody's going to bring that success to you. You have to get up and sit at the table, and you do have to show up. All right. All right. So then next, here's what nobody's saying. Your creativity can absolutely fuel your bank account. And I know that from an absolute fact. Automation isn't just for tech giants, it's for people just like you. Okay. You can use it to win back your time. That I know. I know that. And that's what I want for you. Mondays don't have to feel like a punishment anymore. No empty hype, no wild claims, just straight up advice from somebody who's been blending creativity with tech, and I made it work. And that is a true story, and AI wrote this. But I've got a lot of content out there, so it's no wonder. Okay, so then craving real freedom? Let me ask you, are you craving freedom? Are you a wannabe business owner that would like to start a business? And I'm talking to you right now. I'm not reading off of this. And you don't know where to start. Well, the first place to start is to get on my email list. But let's stay focused, okay? And I'm saying that to me. All right. Okay, so smash. Okay, there you go. Smash and follow me for no fluff and some free content that actually delivers. Connect with a tribe of creators and business builders who are done playing by the old rules. And that right there, this line right here, okay? You get so much when you get an account through me when I introduce you to the same people that I work with or work around or I'm exposed to within HighLevel, because you will get an email from HighLevel, and I want to set the expectations up properly so that when you take advantage of the promo, you know what to expect. You're going to get an email from HighLevel. They're going to introduce you to a very, very important phone call that is designed for you, and it's an appointment with the success team, because the success team is going to want to help get you onboarded properly so you can get to work. All right. And then this plays right into this. All right. Ready? Want to start earning now? Dive in free for free trials and learn affiliate marketing. You would be learning that with me. So and it says hit and follow. You get the point. All right. You get the point. Now, moving over here. Oh, wait a minute. We weren't done. That was just the first rendition. All right, so this one. Are you fed up with the endless parade of overnight success stories? I tell you, I'm done seeing some of the marketing that I've been marketed to, and then on most. And I am a hair salon, but I'm also a marketer. I'm a, and some of the stuff that comes into my inbox, yeah, we'll just leave that alone. Okay. So then, but true story. I got to sidestep for a moment. I had somebody last week, this week actually, reach out to me with a half backhanded, half, those compliment sandwiches. And it was like, oh, your YouTube content is amazing. I found you, but I could make it so much better. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? And it was just like, and all right, they took a time to do a video to off. You know what I wound up? I wound up responding back in my email in my snarky brand voice. And I literally said, maybe I should send you an invoice for using my time. But the thing about this is that, like, the overnight success, that's my point, was that this individual seemed to assume that they had so much more experience that they were going to be the secret sauce to my content. So I can tell you what you're going to get with me is what you see, what you get. If you like my personality, um, maybe you need therapy. But the bad jokes are free. And one other thing, because I know I'm going live. I've been going live a lot today. Ready? I even have a mascot. Okay, so my mascot's name is Cece. Yes, I have a mascot. All right. Okay, so now we're going to decide at this point which one of these variations are going to work, okay? So I'm going to pick this one where it already says sick of scrolling past made it overnight miss while you're grinding at your 9 to 5. And this right here about your 9 to 5. If you are truly looking for an avenue or a creative idea to be able to pivot alongside your job, because I'm not ever going to tell anybody to quit their job, but I can tell you from experience that it's fun, it's creative, it's motivational to have plan B. So, plan B. So, if you are already working and you wish that you could have a plan B, definitely check out my content. I am currently actively building my extra stream of income that runs alongside my salon because I've been doing hair for 33 years and ready? I'm 55 years old. Okay, so 10 summers from now, I don't want to be crippled and tied up in a knot because I didn't plan something else, and I'm not one to really want to just. I have trouble with that word. Tired because I'm not going to slow down. And so, even within my content message sphere and my body of work, for me, putting together my YouTube like a fierce dragon for the last 13 months is because I have a personal mission of mine. Otherwise, why would I be making content? I've been making content for over 2 decades now to be sure that there was somebody sitting in my chair. I've been making content for two and a half decades to ensure that there's uh, somebody in my husband owns Canal Auto Repair, that there's somebody in his car bays. And with that said, we do get a little bit of extra professional help with the garage because you know what? Sometimes you just need to delegate. All right. So now going back to this has 214 words. What you're going to do is you're going to copy that and then you're going to hit continue. All right, and then I'll move this over. And then previously, I had given the instructions that what I wanted this post to do was to, um, yeah, wow, look at that! I lost my train of thought, but I got it right back. Okay, we need a little bit of fun. Ready? Okay. With that, I want it to be engaging, motivational, inspirational, and informational. Okay. So in that case, what we're going to do is I'm going to just fix this particular, um, I'm going to fix this particular link. All right. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this at the bottom. If you also if you are already aware of what affiliate marketing is, and I'm just going to give you a little explanation about that. Affiliate marketing is a way to be able to get paid for referring something that you use, something that you really enjoy. And there are plenty of companies out there, but in particular, this particular company pays a nice 40% reoccurring. So if you are looking for a way to make reoccurring income, and you have interest in tech, software, content creation, then definitely fill out my link. Okay, so you can use this platform for creating content, like the example I showed tonight, as an agency, or if you buy the agency account, it's also really a great price because then in that instance, when I wound up being introduced to HighLevel, I was like, wow, that's priced really nice. And with an agency account, you can have as many accounts as you like in there so that this way, if you want to have a marketing agency, you could. And then in my instance, we had multiple businesses, so it just made a really good, smart financial sense to buy the account for an agency, just straight out of the gate, because there were multiple businesses. I can book appointments. My husband, his garage is busy because of the reviews, and so we actually needed multiple accounts. Now I'm just adding this down here, because it is important, and this goes back to, if you are going to be doing affiliate marketing, you need to have an FTC disclaimer. So I'm just going to write this really quick. I am an affiliate of HighLevel. I do not work for them. If you use my affiliate link and make a purchase through that link, I may receive a commission at no charge to you. Results are not guaranteed. I always have trouble. I don't know about you, but I always have trouble spelling guaranteed. And my results that I share are my own. Okay. All right. So you need to disclose, if you are doing affiliate marketing, that you are an affiliate marketer. You do not work for the company, and you may receive a commission if somebody winds up using your link to make, when they finally do make a purchase, if you are getting any kind of financial compensation, you need to let them know. With that said, I'm not a lawyer. Okay. I don't work for the FTC. I'm just giving you real advice that I actually practice. Okay, so then here We're going to put search tags. There aren't any. So in this particular instance, since this is a demo about a promo, I'm actually going to put promotional. Okay, and then I'm going to hit create the tag, so that is tagged. Now, why would I tag that? When you start making a boatload of content, it's a really good way to systemize what your content is about, so that this way, if you need to then pull and make a list of all your, say, motivational content posts, you have it, or your informational content posts, you have it. And so it's really good to start getting organized, because it just, again, saves time. All right, so then down here for Facebook options, where do you want this to go? Do you want it to go in your feed? Do you want it to be a reel? Or do you want it to go in a story? Okay, so I think we'll just put it in the feed. And then let me see here. See if there was something else I wanted to show you. Show you. There's also here. Let's see. Smash follow. This also has the kind of editor where you can you can bold things. All right. All right, there you go. And you can italicize things, put in emojis, and then there's the image maker. So you can even create an image with AI. So let's do that as well as part of this demo. All right. So here, zoom in. Okay. All right. Describe your image. Let's see. Please. Are you starting to say please to AI? Okay. Please make a fun, informational image about, let's see. I'm going to put social media. Or a social media planner. And put some thought into like what you make for images, because could I have put make me a graphic about Black Friday? You would have scrolled right past that. Okay. And also know that AI is still a work in progress. I have no idea what this is going to wind up generating, so we'll try it, because like that's the point of a live demo. Okay. All right. So now, let's see. Actually, let's do 2 variations. Hell, let's get wild and do 3. All right. And then you're going to hit generate. So as we hit generate, it's thinking. We'll let it think. Hey, all right. Okay. This is what it came up with. Plan your posts. Well, that is pretty sharp, right? It's pretty straight to the point. Actually, I think I'll take this one. And then the other thing you can do is you can rate. There you go. You can rate it. Yes, that worked out great. All right. And actually, yeah, that's the one I like. Okay. So I'm going to hit continue. All right. So now that is planned. Now we're going to hit save. All right. Hit that again. All right. Now the category queue. And then let me go over here. All right. And then drag it over a little bit more. Oh, it might not let me. Hold on. Let me make the screen smaller so that I can drag it over. All right. It's not going to quite let me do that, but take my word for it. It is, like you can see, it's going to be scheduled. And this, what I'm saying is that if you're on mobile, you won't be able to see this particular part. So let me just pull this up so that you have something to look at, so it's not a blank screen. All right. So this, and then, oh, here you go, preview. There you go. All right. So here's the preview. So this is going to wind up posting on November 22nd. And as you can see, it has the AI generated post, and then it has the copy in there that the AI made, and then it was the copy for the post was based on the brand, on my brand voice, where there's there's no fairy tales. There's not going to be a magic princess or, a fairy godmother going to come save you. You actually got to, like, you know what? You got to subscribe. You got to subscribe. You got to subscribe. You know what? Subscribe for you. Are you ready? CC! CC needs friends. And so then I'm going to take us back. Let's wrap up. Okay. And then, oh, yeah, geez, there's just so much more to this. But I think that might be just another, that's going to be for another go live. Okay. That'll be another go live, because then look at this. There's this. When people leave comments on your post, we're not even at the tip of the iceberg for what this platform can do, because you can actually automate some of the engagement so you never miss out. Nobody wants to miss out. And, FOMO's real. FOMO's real. You don't want to miss out, right? You don't want to miss out on the promo. And you certainly don't want to miss out hanging out. You don't want to miss out hanging out, right? Because you know what? Cece! I need friends! Be sure to subscribe! Wow, it's really going to another level at this point. All right, well, it's Friday. I've had an amazing day hanging out with some of you. If you hit me up today on my YouTube channel, thank you, because you know what? I had coffee with you at 7 a.m. I think I got on at noontime. And what time is it now? It's 6 o'clock. So sign up. Sign up. You have nothing to lose, and you have a ton to learn, because you know what? I've been making content for over 20 years. I know how to make money. I know how to be debt free. And there's just like even just some of that I want to be able to share with you, so that this way, you know what? We're going to go over here, and then I'm going to bring you over here again. And look at that. You literally, I'm telling you, can make a business with doing social media content, and that's what you could build an agency around. And you know what's something? You know what's really cool? Wait, there's one more thing that I am going to show you. One more thing. So hold that thought. If you wind up becoming one of, oh geez, I like so excited right now. If you wind up wanting to build an agency, and there's so much that can be done when you get the there's 3 price points, but you got to come back next week, because I don't want to give it all away. I'm not going to give it all away, but you do not want to buy HighLevel yet until Black Friday with me, because there's just so much. It's like I have a wrapped present right now that I want to give you, but I can't, because I just can't give it all away to you right now. But I am going to do this. Imagine that you have so much drive, because some of you do, right? Some of you do. And let me see. Hold on. See if I can get this to. All right. If you have been researching, say, SaaS, and that is software as a service, and you have that hunger, you have that drive, then you really, really need to check out what it is that I have to offer with this platform, because you can, ready? Let's see if it'll let me do it. Um, I'm just going to tell you what you can do with it because that's going to be another tutorial. You can get your own account. You can set up your own plans. Ready? Right here. Let's see if I make that a little bit bigger. And you can set up your own pricing and you can figure out what you can do with that, right? Because, like, imagine having 10 customers. Imagine having 50 customers. Imagine having 100 customers that, like, you know, you can wind up. I got to show you one more thing. Don't go away. There's always one more thing, right? There's always one more thing. Hold on. I got to get my sidekick. Is there, is there, is there one more thing? Yeah. All right. When I say you're going to be set up for success, it's kind of like this. You would have to not you'd have to be sleeping not to be able to make money with this company because they even have the systems, and I say systems, the professions. Technical terms are her beak is getting she's would you mind? Oh, she needs attention. Okay. um they even have built out the systems, which are called, what are they called, Cece? Snapshots. What was that? Snapshots. She said snapshots. Okay. I refer to them as pre-built systems because here, look at this. When you go inside here, you're going to find that you get absolutely everything that you need. And then when you become my affiliate, you get the extra bonuses of being able to have live office hours with me for a limited time where we get to brainstorm together. And then HighLevel, as I said, if you started watching this in the beginning, is going to get you onboarded. You will have support 365 days of the year, and they have different teams to set you up for success. But take a look right now, right? And let me back this up a little bit, all right? You get within a system a website template, a sales funnel, a claim form offer, email campaign templates. You get custom automations, sales pipelines, digital ad templates, and voice AI prompts. I didn't even go over that tonight. Okay? I only went over the social media planner. And so when I back up, and I'll back up in a minute, but I just wanted to show you that just one of these, and I happen to pick the hair salon one. So even if you're watching me in your hair salon and you're looking for something that's more powerful than I know that you're probably using, and how can I say that? Because I've used Rosie. I'll rattle them off. I've used Rosie. I've used Mindbody, Booker's, Square. I skipped Vagaro. And the reason why I skipped them was because they wanted me to watermark my professional photography, and I just wouldn't have that. I've used, there's so many of them that I've used. So, anyhow, and then the other thing is, you see this, there's a setup guide. So they literally walk you through on how to set this up so that way you can get up and running in no time. So if you are an agency, I'll go back to that because that's what I was talking about. You will already have all of these pre-built systems. And then the beautiful thing is that even if, say, you want to expand and build on top of that, like Legos, because you're ultra creative and you're really techie, it has something for everyone. All right. Okay. So I am going to close up right there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was an absolute pleasure. And if you saw this and you got value out of it, hit subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what worked for you. Let me know what ideas that might have sparked off, and let's get busy, people, because it has never been a better time to be able to like turn this device into something that isn't an expense. Make this device wind up being your profit center, because it's a hell of a lot easier to go on vacation, pay your house off, make your car payment, or maybe not have car payments when you have the right tools right in front of you. All right, see you later.